Hello there everyone and welcome back to DML. So quite a few of you have been asking, how do we get these new divine chest ticket gacha things, whatever they're called? Because at the moment it looks like we can't actually get a hold of any new ones, but the DML Facebook page has posted to let us know about some new information regarding these new divine chest tickets, because obviously if we can get these new dragons out of it, we want as many of them as we possibly can. So I'll head on over to the Facebook post now, and they posted this about an hour ago, just under, so only just posted pretty much. But greetings Dragon Lords, the divine chest has already started and the boss challenge starts today at 3:30 GMT, so it is going to be starting in about 4 hours from now. So it's time to sum a bit what's going to happen in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more here. So, number one, about divine chests and divine tickets. The new divine tickets serve as keys to divine chests. You can obtain divine tickets for free in 2 ways, from the calendar event and from the boss challenge. Every time you open a divine chest, you receive 3 prizes that could be dragon pieces, gold, food, decorations, essence, or a new ticket. Each time you win something from the chest, you also remove the item from the reward pool. So we did all of that yesterday. But, most importantly, during the next 3 weeks, the contents of the divine chest will change after every week. The first week's dragon pieces are the Poseidon, the Griffin, the Scarab, and the Leviathan. After 7 days, these pieces will disappear, and you may find the pieces of 4 new dragons in the chest. And so this was actually talked about a little bit on the forums, but you can see that this is ending in 6 days and 3 hours for the Poseidon, Griffin, Scarab, and Leviathan. And next week, we are apparently getting the opportunity to earn the Hephaestus dragon, or the Zeus dragon. They are doing it, so 1 week we're getting the Poseidon, next week we are getting the Hephaestus, and the final 3rd week we have the opportunity to get the Zeus dragon. Which means that if you want to get all of the new divine dragons, you are going to have to open pretty much every single chest. And it takes about 92 of these divine chests to be opened before you fully unlock everything per chest. So at the moment we're sitting at about just under 300 of these divine chests that we have to unlock. And that seems insane, which is why they are addressing the fact that we will be able to earn these new tickets in the boss challenge. So, unlike the Dragon Olympus Rising, the boss challenge won't be about collecting event currency. To progress on the challenge map, you'll simply have to wait before you face the next opponent. On the other hand, there's a similar feature to the Dragon Olympus Rising, which is dealing with element restrictions. It's going to be a challenge for sure. Can you fight your way to the end? And we wish you luck in the boss challenge. So, there they have just told us that in these boss challenges, we have to wait before we can take on the next boss fight, and there are element restrictions happening. But the rewards for completing these boss challenges are indeed those divine gacha tickets that we are all craving at the moment. So, we're gonna have to deal with these event restrictions, however, I don't know, just sort of strict they are. I'm wondering, per boss challenge, is it going to be 1 element allowed only, or something along those lines? In which case, you know, if there's ever energy, or metal, or void, I reckon a lot of people are gonna feel really, really annoyed about that. But, you know, we'll have to wait and see what happens. Again, the event is coming out within the next 4 hours or so, so we'll get to see it firsthand then. But another unfortunate thing that apparently has happened or been announced about these new divine sort of chests is the fact that to unlock 100% of the rewards in these chests, it has been confirmed that you will have to spend real money. So essentially what the deal is with these chests is we're going to be able to get the chance to earn pieces for them in the boss challenge, of course, but at the same time there are so many rewards that we can get out of it that if you unluckily only get decorations or mostly decorations, and then you pretty much get none of the dragon pieces to begin with, you're gonna have to spend money to finish off the chest. And that was actually confirmed on the forums by Andres himself. So if that's not the case, that'd be great, but it has been confirmed by Gameloft themselves that to fully deplete those item pools, you will have to spend real money. So at the end of the day, if you don't want to spend a whole lot of cash, I'm gonna say that pick one of the Divine Dragons you want, and just save up all the gacha tickets that you have. I mean, it's never good news when we hear that to get something in-game, it is confirmed that you're gonna have to spend real-world money to fully unlock everything. But I suppose if you get lucky and do just get the dragon pieces, like, most of the time, you probably will end up being able to deplete the chest without having to spend anything. But of course, that's all gonna come down to RNG. And you know that within the castle event there is a ton of RNG that happens. And that's one of the things that people don't like about the events to begin with. The fact that there is so much RNG involved that, you know, for some people they can progress through the castle event super quickly because they might get the key on their first chest every time, whereas someone else might only get the key in the final chest every time, and that feels like it's the same thing as what's happening with these divine chests. The fact that some people are probably going to keep getting dragon piece after dragon piece after dragon piece and completely get all of those pieces before the end of the week. But for some other people, if they're not quite as lucky, they're going to be stuck with no other option but to spend actual money to unlock more tickets. So, for the most part, I am very skeptical on what is going to be happening, and, you know, how frequently we are going to be able to actually earn these tickets from those special boss fights, but we'll have to wait and see. Again, it's going to be coming out very, very shortly, so we'll be able to see it firsthand ourselves anyway. But, you know, I just wanted to give you guys the heads up that don't be surprised when we see the event itself. Like, don't think that we weren't given at least a little bit of pre-warning that things are going to go the way that they are. But, you know, if you're someone that doesn't mind spending a little bit of cash, I'm sure you don't mind putting in a little bit to get, you know, what is going to be 3 Divine Dragons, especially since the Zeus is apparently, according to what was said on the forums, the Zeus is going to be one of those card piece dragons, since they change every week. But again, people have done the calculations, 92 chests, apparently, to fully deplete the pool. That seems crazy when you think that we're going to have to unlock or open 92 chests all 3 weeks to be able to get those 3 Divine Dragons. And I can't imagine we'd be getting anywhere even close to 92 gacha tickets in a week. Like, I don't know how these events are gonna go. Maybe we can get multiple tickets for completing one boss challenge. Maybe we only get one. But again, I am gonna be skeptical going into this one. Not gonna judge it until we actually see what the deal is. But, you know, if it is just, like, impossible, then, you know, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it, put it that way. But I hope that that cleared up some of your questions, because I know that with the chess release yesterday, everyone was like, but how do we get these tickets, Quacks? Where are they? What do we do? Well, you know, for the most part, you just have to spend money for them and wait for this boss challenge to start. So, you know, it's just a little bit of a waiting game. I wish that there was a little bit more information in the game, because I don't believe there was anywhere that specifically stated what the tickets did. So maybe if they included something like that in future, it'd clear up a little bit of the sort of misunderstandings that went on. But, you know, as long as you're aware now, and they did sort of address it in that Facebook post, so, you know, I hope that it makes a little bit more sense now at the very least. I'm feeling very negatively about those element restrictions though. Like, that's the thing about the castle event that most people hate the most, because castle events are hard enough as they are, or not necessarily hard, but they're time-consuming enough as they are. And then having them say, hey, you know, for this brand new event that you've never seen before, let's introduce this cool new feature, and then we'll make it elemental restricted, so you can't do half the fights. Yay! Yeah, I don't feel great about that. Like, that would be an understatement. We've just had to sit through, like, 2 weeks worth, just under, or like a week and a half's worth of an elemental restricted event, and now we have to do it again for another 3 weeks? Ugh. You know, sometimes it just makes you think, why have you done this? Why can't you just make it simple? Why does it have to be that little bit more difficult than it needs to be? It's a little bit concerning, but again, we'll see. If, you know, for the fights it's like you can use half of the elements in the game, I wouldn't mind that too much. If it was like, for this boss fight you can use dragons with fire, water, earth, metal, void, then, you know, that's quite a big range. And then the next fight, you know, after we have to wait for the new one, maybe the next one then would be you can use light, shadow, divine, what are the other ones I haven't said yet? I genuinely don't even remember, but, you know, just the remaining ones. If they made it like that, I can definitely get behind it, but if it is like, for this boss fight, you can only use dragons with the fire element, I don't know how that's gonna go down. And if the boss dragons are changed to match your highest dragon's level, like the highest that you have in the game, not your highest per element, if it's just the highest that you have in the game, I also think that that's probably not going to be a great choice. Because imagine a boss dragon. The whole point of the boss challenge, I imagine, is to put a difficult boss fight up that you have to challenge. So if you've got one dragon with one element that is 30 levels under level because your highest dragon is like way higher of a level, then like none of these fights are going to get done. But again, that is just me speculating and just rambling about what could happen. So there is no guarantee that that is how it is going to be. Don't ever assume that what I'm saying when I'm speculating is the truth. We've been wrong many times in the past, but you know, it's just thinking about all the possibilities and thinking about what might happen during this event. So I guess I'm kind of being a little bit pessimistic so that we don't get our hopes up a little bit too much and end up getting really disappointed. Because that has happened a couple of times, like with the whole portal gem shabam. I was hoping to good God that there was going to be another way for us to get the portal gems, but that did not happen. So, you know, I'm definitely not a person that just sings the praises of this game if there is just an outright dumb decision that's been made. So don't assume that that is the case. You know, if I don't agree with something that they've added in game, I'm going to let you guys know, because it's going to be very blatantly obvious if I don't agree with it anyway. So there's no point in me pretending like I do really. And what is this final? Apparently there's a leftover. Ah, there we go. I'm just looking for these, like, extra tiles so that we can get a few extra rewards out of them before the event ends. Because if you do have any extra, like, event currency, just go in and collect the extra tile rewards and that, because it's a little bit of extra food, extra gold, and stuff like that. Sometimes you can get scrolls as well. So that's just what I've been doing whenever I've, like, had a little bit of extra currency to collect. But anyways, for now I'm probably going to leave it there, but let me know what you think about that Facebook post anyway. Oh, and actually, before I leave, they did mention at the bottom, if you're looking for some Divine tickets, check out our Instagram page tomorrow. And they did say, tomorrow you will find out how Dragon Lords need some tickets checked back tomorrow. So they may be giving out a gacha ticket, a sweepstakes or something like that, or like a special giveaway or something, is kind of how they seem to be phrasing it. But either way, I would keep checking back on that Instagram page and seeing if there's anything new that they decide to, like, hold an event or a giveaway for, because it says if you're looking for some Divine tickets, so, you know, we'll see anyway. But like I said, for now, thanks a ton for watching, good luck, I hope you get all the dragon pieces quick out of these chests, but until next time, I will see you then.